After more than 6 decades of living and having experienced the ups and downs of 2 previous relationships, I find that there remains a deep yearning within me, something that time has not diminished. It's a feeling of connection, of companionship, of sharing life's moments with someone who truly understands and matches my own heart's desires. So often, I catch myself imagining what the future might hold, a vision of the partner who destiny has prepared for me, someone perfectly suited to the needs that still burn brightly inside. In this quiet space of my mind, I see her clearly. She is someone whose intelligence shines as brightly as her smile. To me, a sharp wit and a clever mind are endlessly attractive. There is something profoundly magnetic about a person who can engage both heart and mind in equal measure. Her beauty is not just skin deep, but woven through her character, glowing from a place of genuine confidence and grace. She has curves that celebrate the natural rhythms of her body, a figure that speaks of health, vitality, and the strength to embrace life fully. Her hair is one of the first things I notice, thick, dark, and flowing in straight length as if it were a waterfall cascading over her shoulders and down to her waist. It carries an air of authenticity, for she accepts her natural color without hesitation or change, honoring the essence she was born with. Her eyebrows frame her face perfectly, matching the richness of her hair, and deepen the expressive clarity of her eyes, large, warm, and sparkling with a quiet eagerness that invites connection. These eyes are windows not only to her soul, but also to a vibrant inner spark, reflecting a readiness to engage in the deeper experiences life offers. She doesn't need layers of cosmetics or artifice to enhance her appearance. She radiates a natural beauty that needs no adornment. This independence from external trappings speaks of a woman who is secure in her own skin, comfortable with who she is, and proud of the unique gift her Creator gave her. There is something profoundly appealing in that honesty and a realness that draw me nearer without pretense. Her physique is softly rounded, embracing the fullness that comes with maturity and self-acceptance. She isn't fragile, nor is she overwhelmingly large. Rather, her curves are well-balanced and harmonious, a perfect blend of graceful femininity and the subtle strength that comes from an active life. Her shoulders are smooth to the touch, suggesting gentleness, yet the faint hints of muscle reveal a readiness to engage in physical work, whether it's tending to the garden or embracing spontaneous adventures. There is both softness and resilience woven into her form, a duality that I find endlessly fascinating. Her presence itself carries an energy that I can't ignore. She stands with quiet confidence, her posture relaxed but intentional. There is a spark in her that suggests passion, just beneath the surface, a desire for closeness and warmth that mirrors my own. I imagine the way she would move, the way she might smile softly when caught in a moment of shared understanding, or the way her eyes might brighten with anticipation when we are together. Throughout my daydream, I sense not only her physical beauty, but also the kind of shared enthusiasm we might cultivate. The excitement of discovering each other's thoughts, dreams, and feelings, combined with a mutual eagerness for tenderness and affection. This vision is one where both of us bring our full selves, a blend of mind, body, and spirit, to a partnership that celebrates desire as much as respect and emotional harmony. There is something deeply comforting in envisioning this person, knowing that somewhere in the vastness of life's journey, a connection awaits a union that feels both familiar and thrillingly new. I hold on to this hope, this image of a partner who will walk beside me with intelligence, beauty, kindness, and an equal passion for intimacy. It's this enduring hope that colors my days with purpose and joy, reminding me that no matter how many years have passed, the heart's call remains vibrant and alive. My hand moves slowly, almost reverently, tracing the familiar contours as I settle into a moment of calm anticipation. This is not a hurried flight, nor a race to an uncertain destination. Instead, it is a leisurely journey, one meant to be savored from beginning to end, a chance to appreciate every detail, every sensation. Even after many years, the warmth and strength that remain are a source of quiet pride, a reminder that the spark within me is still very much alive. As my hand begins its gentle rhythm, I feel a comforting connection to the past and a hopeful excitement for what is yet to come. I imagine her watching from nearby, eyes bright and curious, captivated by this unfolding symphony of touch and feeling. Her presence fills the room with an invisible energy, a shared intimacy that deepens the moment. Each movement is deliberate, a slow build that honors both patience and desire. I can almost hear the soft hum of anticipation, like an engine quietly revving, ready to carry us forward. The room seems to shrink around us, the outside world fading as focus sharpens inward. I am fully present, every nerve attuned to subtle shifts of temperature, texture, and rhythm. The sensation is both familiar and thrilling, a delicate balancing act between control and surrender. With each stroke, confidence grows, a steady pulse that rises and falls like waves on a shore. I take comfort in the consistency, in the way each movement leads naturally to the next. The warmth beneath my hand is reassuring, a living testament to endurance and vitality. Even now, in later years, there's a softness to the heat that speaks of comfort and deep satisfaction. I think about how this feeling connects to the woman I envision, how she might delight in watching this quiet ritual, how it's a shared dance of give and take, closely observed and silently understood. Her gaze, I imagine, would be steady, filled with both affection and anticipation. She stands nearby, confident in her own beauty, unafraid to witness this expression of desire. That shared vulnerability makes the moment electric, weaving a thread of connection between us that is both tender and intense. I sense her breathing growing a little deeper in response, a reflection of the rising pulse within myself. This mutual awareness is part of what makes the experience so rich, the silent conversation between two people joined by longing and trust. My motions grow just a little faster, still careful, but charged with increased warmth. The imagined spark between us feels tangible, almost shimmering in the air. I catch myself smiling softly, a private joy blooming deep inside. It is a moment of pure presence, free from distraction or concern. The world outside may move on, but here there is only this shared space, this delicate intimacy unfolding slowly and beautifully. Each stroke feels like a note in a melody composed just for us, steady, measured, and full of promise. I take a deep breath, allowing the calm focus to settle into my bones. This is not simply a physical act, but a ritual of connection and self-appreciation, a celebration of life's enduring pleasures. Even as age advances and challenges arise, the ability to find joy in these moments remains a powerful gift. Allowing myself to be fully immersed in the experience, I sense the quiet thrill of anticipation stirring in my imagined companion. Her eyes, warm and sparkling, follow every subtle motion with genuine interest. She shifts slightly, the soft curve of her silhouette outlined by the gentle light, embodying the perfect balance of strength and softness. Her presence encourages me to continue, to savor each second without rush or worry. The room is filled with an unspoken understanding, a promise of more to come, a shared journey toward deeper connection. And so I continue, steady and sure, as the warmth builds within and the moment stretches forward, rich with possibility and delight. As the rhythm settles into a steady pace, the world around me becomes a gentle blur and my focus narrows to a realm of heightened sensations. My eyes drift between the natural beauty before me and the growing warmth within, each movement sending waves of tingling energy that ripple up through my body. There's something uniquely captivating about this interplay, the way external sights and internal feelings meld into a seamless experience of connection and desire, skin gliding against skin, subtle shifts of muscle, the delicate balance between tension and release, all combine to craft a symphony of pleasure that resonates deeply within. I notice her now, the way she plays softly with the curves that define her silhouette. Her movements are slow and deliberate, each touch a conversation spoken without words. Her fingers trace gentle patterns, exploring her own contours with a tenderness that mirrors the care I give myself. There's a hint of mischief in her eyes, a shared secret that we savor together, the understanding that this moment belongs solely to us, an unfolding dance of mutual discovery. She smiles softly, a curve of lips that speaks of anticipation and delight. The warmth in her gaze encourages me, gives me permission to let go, to embrace the rising tide of feeling that courses through me. My breathing deepens, breaths coming faster as the pulse within strengthens. The subtle friction, the gliding sensation beneath my hand, sends sparks of pleasure that radiate outwards, stirring each nerve ending awake. I realize how deeply connected I am to my body, to the imagined presence beside me, to the quiet rhythm that guides this shared journey. The room is hushed except for the soft sounds of breath and movement, a private sanctuary carved out from the rush of everyday life. She leans in slightly, her hand moving lower in a slow arc, fingers finding the places where her own desire buds and blooms. Her eyes lock with mine, steady and unblinking, communicating volumes. I feel a warmth spread through me, a thrill that's both tender and fierce. The imagined closeness between us grows, filling the space with an electric charge that heightens every sense. Her gentle moan slips into the quiet, a sound that matches the cadence of my own heartbeat, creating a harmony that pulls us deeper into the moment. In this shared reverie, time seems to stretch and bend, allowing us to savor the slow build of sensation without haste or distraction. Each curve of motion, each subtle smile adds layers of meaning and connection. The soft touch of her skin, the way her fingers explore the places that invite touch and stimulate desire, mirrors the careful attention with which I move. It is as if we are engaged in a silent conversation, a dance where responses ripple back and forth, growing in intensity and warmth. I notice the delicate skin sliding in rhythm beneath my hand, creating a friction and pressure that feels exquisitely gratifying. The contrast between softness and firmness is a language all its own, sending signals that travel from flesh to mind, weaving a tapestry of pleasure. My breathing grows labored, chest rising and falling with increasing strength. The sense of rising energy is palpable, a crescendo building gently but surely as the kinetic passion within gathers strength. Her eyes don't waver. They stay focused and bright, filled with encouragement and shared anticipation. The tenderness with which she caresses herself, combined with her unwavering gaze, stirs something primal within me, a deep longing to reach further into this connection, to move beyond mere touch into a place where vulnerability and passion meet. The soft moans become more frequent, each one a ripple that echoes through the quiet room. As the sensations swell, I find myself caught between control and surrender, between steady hands and rising heat. The intimacy feels sacred, a space where trust and desire coexist without fear or judgment. It is a moment carved out of time where the only thing that matters is the shared joy of connection and self-expression. In this fragile yet powerful space, each gentle touch, each careful movement is a testament to the enduring nature of passion and the beauty of mutual discovery. Slowly, the energy begins to climb higher, pushing us toward a peak of shared anticipation. Our breaths mingle in the silence, our bodies responding in harmony. There is an unspoken promise that this journey will continue, that the rising swell will lead to a breathtaking moment of release and satisfaction. Together, we ride the wave of feeling, savoring each twist and turn, fully immersed in the profound pleasure of being present, fully alive and connected. Breaths come faster now, each inhale deeper than the last, as the energy between us rises like a crescendo in a timeless melody. The pace quickens, but there is still a grace to every movement, a dance perfectly choreographed by desire and mutual understanding. I feel the warmth spreading through my body, a rush that intensifies with every touch and every glance. There is a playful spark in her eyes, a twinkle that invites me closer, daring me to embrace the thrill coursing between us. With a teasing smile, she closes the distance, offering a tender sweetness that lingers on my lips, a fleeting gift that ignites a deeper flame within. Her gentle touch and the soft brush of her fingertips send shivers down my spine, stirring emotions long held captive. She guides the moment with a skill born of affection and intuition, hands moving gracefully, knowing exactly how to coax every sensation into blossoming fully. It is a delicate balance of passion and tenderness, where each gesture speaks volumes, silently conveying care and desire intertwined. As she leans closer, her breath mingling with mine, the room seems to shrink until it holds only us, a sanctuary bound by the unspoken language of closeness. Her laughter rings softly, a light and airy sound that lifts the mood, creating an atmosphere filled with joy and anticipation. Every touch feels like a note in a symphony composed just for us, rising steadily towards a climax that promises release and peaceful fulfillment. The connection between us deepens, a shared journey filled with trust and unguarded emotion. My hands respond eagerly, exploring the curves she offers, relishing the smoothness of her skin and the subtle warmth that radiates from her gentle form. The intimate dance grows more urgent, but remains saturated with care, each movement designed to bring pleasure and comfort in equal measure. The breathless moments stretch, charged with electricity, the rhythm of our bodies syncing perfectly as we ride the rising tide together. Her soft moans blend with my own, filling the space with sounds of delight and signaling the approach of a moment both inevitable and exquisite. In the midst of this crescendo, time seems to pause, allowing us to savor every sensation, every heartbeat, every shared breath. We are united in a powerful nexus of feeling, a crescendo of anticipation that carries us forward, shoulders squared against the world, lost in the bliss of the moment. The tender pressure of her hands, the gentle encouragement in her gaze, guide me further into a space where vulnerability blossoms into strength. She is both anchor and sail, steadying and propelling me toward that peak where sensation and emotion merge into one. With a final playful glance, she draws me closer, her body pressing softly against mine, a warm and welcome embrace that promises togetherness beyond the fleeting instant. Every touch, every look, every shared breath becomes a verse in our unfolding story, a celebration of life, desire, and connection. And as the waves of feeling crest and break, releasing us into a peaceful afterglow, I hold her close, grateful for the journey and eager for what lies ahead. With a gentle shift, she takes the lead, her hands guiding the pace with a confident grace that sends waves of warmth through me. My own hands explore her familiar curves, tracing the softness and strength that define her every movement. The atmosphere is charged yet tender, a perfect balance of passion and affection. As her fingers wander along my skin, playful touches and gentle squeezes create a dialogue of sensation, silent yet full of meaning. Each caress and subtle motion deepens our connection, drawing us closer in body and spirit. Her focus never wavers. The intent in her eyes matches the devotion in her touch, inspiring me to respond in kind. My right hand finds its way from the sturdy support beneath to the inviting curves of her thigh, feeling the warmth and life there, solid but yielding beneath my fingertips. Meanwhile, my left hand moves in harmony, exploring the gentle contours of her upper body, coaxing responses with careful precision. The rhythm we share is both familiar and electrica choreography shaped by years of understanding and newfound passion alike. As she skillfully guides the moment, a quiet confidence radiates from her that is both reassuring and exhilarating. With practiced ease, her hands continue their tender work, embracing the delicate balance between strength and gentleness. Her attentiveness fuels my desire, and I find myself lost in the expression of our shared intimacy. She looks up at me with a mischievous smile, her eyes sparkling with playful promise as she asks a question filled with warmth and invitation. My body responds instantly, a subtle shiver signaling my assent as I grasp the curve of her form more firmly. The touch is firm but never harsh, a communication of care that speaks volumes without words. I playfully nudge and tease, eliciting soft laughter and gentle protests that only add to the joy of the moment. Our bodies move together in harmony, each touch and response a note in a sweet, sensual melody. Time seems to slow, stretching to accommodate the full depth of our connection. Then, with deliberate precision, She applies a tender pressure that sends a surge of sensation flowing through me, a perfect blend of relaxation and excitement. The waves of warmth intensify, radiating outward as I release, the tension melting away into a blissful calm. She giggles softly, delighting in the shared triumph, a joyful expression of intimacy that fills the space between us. As the moment settles, I lean back into the comfort of the recliner, feeling the comforting weight of her body folding into my embrace. She cleanses the traces of our closeness with gentle, playful licks, her eyes never leaving me, a silent promise of more moments like this to come. Breathing slowly now, we find ourselves cocooned in quiet contentment. Her curves press softly against me, familiar and inviting as she nestles close and surrenders to a snug rest in my arms. The peace that follows is a balm, a gentle reminder that connection is not only in passion, but also in the quiet aftermath. Together, we drift towards sleep, wrapped in warmth and trust, hearts beating steadily in time. The world outside fades away as we hold one another close, imagining the many shared days and nights ahead full of love, discovery, and unending companionship.